Picture 3 grown adults, every single Monday, manually copy-pasting the same spreadsheet between 4 different systems, like it's still 1997, and somewhere Clippy is quietly weeping into a paperclip-shaped grave. This was the reconciliation ritual. 37 clicks, 2 emails, and 1 desperate prayer to the mainframe gods. A sacred corporate tradition that existed for one simple reason. Nobody had ever bothered to ask whether a phone could just do this instead. Enter Mark Manchu Hamansi, arms already mid-gesture before he's even said a word, pitching his 15-minute app demo to the bullshit advancement committee like he's hawking Hamilton tickets outside a sold-out theater. "One button," he announces, jazz-handing at the screen like a game show host. "One button! No scavenger hunt, no tribal knowledge, no Monday morning group cry." Across the table, the committee, 9 people, 4 job titles that exist nowhere outside a PowerPoint slide, and 1 whiteboard smeared with synergy diagrams that vaguely resemble a Venn diagram nobody actually understands. Stares back with all the warmth and enthusiasm of a DMV line at closing time. Then, Willeke der Best, known in hushed, almost superstitious tones as the Wildebeest, rises to his feet, like a man about to deliver the Gettysburg Address. "Mark, I hear you. I feel you," he intones. But have we mapped the emotional landscape of this transformation? It's symbiotic, Mark. Symbiotic. Manchu just blinks. It's an app that copies a column from one system to another. "Exactly," Wildebeest replies, nodding as though he's just delivered the knockout blow. "Which is why I recommend we table it for further synergy alignment." The motion passes 8-1, with Manchu as the lone dissenting vote, his arms still frozen mid-Broadway flourish, like a man watching his own funeral get postponed for scheduling conflicts. And then, because the universe has a wicked sense of humor, that very same meeting promotes Wildebeest to Senior VP of Thought Leadership, celebrated for his visionary work on Project Nightingale, a project that, upon later inspection by absolutely everyone, turns out not to actually exist. From the back row, Demetrius Hedgie watches with the calm of a man who's seen this exact movie 100 times, leaning over to murmur to Sid Vino, "Financial institution holds world's largest idea tabling ceremony. Spoiler, nobody remembers the idea by Tuesday." Sid raises one eyebrow, the universal signal for the question nobody wants asked, and says, "Willeke, quick one. What exactly does Project Nightingale do?" Silence falls. Somewhere, a fluorescent light buzzes like it's embarrassed on the room's behalf. "It's aspirational," Wildebeest snarls, before pivoting hard into a monsoon of buzzwords about paradigm-shifting stakeholder journeys, leaving Sid to quietly write one word on his notepad: nothing. Meanwhile, 3 tables over, Nick Cuttlefish Cutter, VP of Server Systems and Human Non-Answer, is already quietly taking credit for championing efficiency conversations. Conversations that, upon closer inspection, consisted entirely of him nodding thoughtfully at other people's slides. Manchu goes home that Friday still twitching from committee residue, and does what any sane entrepreneur stranded on the wrong coast of common sense would do. He opens his laptop and builds the damn app himself over a single weekend, fueled by pure spite and a genuinely unreasonable amount of espresso. By Sunday night, it works. 1 button, no scavenger hunt, no tribal knowledge, just data moving exactly where it's supposed to, like it's actually 2024 and not some endless regulatory fever dream. Monday morning, Manchu doesn't email the committee. He doesn't schedule a synergy alignment session. He simply, quietly deploys the app to the 3 poor souls trapped in the reconciliation ritual and watches their 37 clicks collapse down to 1. Luka Drakov, who's been tracking the team's productivity numbers purely for sport, glances at the data by Monday noon and mutters, "The data does not care about your feelings or your PowerPoint. It just got 4 hours back." By Wednesday, half the floor is quietly running Manchu's app. And by Friday, when someone official finally asks where it came from, they get the delightfully unbureaucratic answer, "I built it. On my couch. In sweatpants." Naturally, the committee responds by scheduling an emergency session to evaluate the unsanctioned tool for enterprise risk exposure, which is corporate speak for how dare something work without us. Demetrius just smiles, sipping his coffee. "Too big to manage," he says. "Meat too simple to stop." And that, folks, is the lesson. Sometimes the fastest way around corporate theater isn't a better slide deck or a louder meeting. It's just shipping the damn thing while the committee is still busy arguing about what to name the meeting where they'll discuss it.